Substantial grants affecting motorists and pedestrians are the lead story on this High Desert Metro Newscast. The San Bernardino County Sheriff's Department has received nearly $2 million in grants to support its ongoing enforcement and education programs and to upgrade alcohol testing instruments in the Sheriff's Crime Lab. The California Office of Traffic Safety awarded a $1,130,000 STEP grant to go towards supporting its ongoing enforcement and education programs that are aimed at helping reduce the number of serious injuries and deaths on our roads, motorists, their passengers, and pedestrians alike. STEP stands for Safe Transportation for Every Pedestrian. An additional $660,722 TRIP grant was awarded, the funding to go to replacing outdated alcohol testing instruments in the Sheriff's Crime Lab. That second funding will provide additional programs and resources, including more DUI checkpoints and patrols focused on stopping suspected impaired drivers, officer training and or recertification for standard field sobriety testing, high-visibility, distracted driving enforcement operations targeting drivers in violation of California's hands-free cell phone law, enforcement operations focused on the most dangerous driver behaviors that put the safety of people biking or walking at risk, advanced roadside impaired driving enforcement, and drug recognition expertise. Funding for these programs was provided by a grant from the California Office of Traffic Safety through the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration. In sports, the Oak Hills Lady Bulldogs are CIF volleyball champions. The Lady Bulldogs swept Walnut in straight sets in the Division VI title game to win the first CIF volleyball championship in school history. Repeated hard-driving spikes by seniors Kiona Soaida, 7, and Jalea Reese, 3, were frequently preceded by extraordinary defensive plays. Junior Savannah Rivera serves, and what we see follow is a prime example of the teamwork and discipline that characterizes this team. Watch for the diving dig by sophomore Sami Samaya, 14. Sami Samaya is the team's assists leader. She sends it to Taylor Hill, 9, who sets up the perfect assist to the school's all-time kills leader. Kiona Soaida adds to her 1,533 career kills coming in. Savannah Rivera serves. The dig by senior Ellie Nifo, 12, precedes the point off Kiona Soaida's well-placed return. Kiona Soaida serves and digs. She leads the team in digs. Junior Isabella Mota, 5, slams the spike into the unprotected area in Walnut's defense. This Jalea Reese block point by the team's blocks leader sends the Lady Bulldogs to the huddle, and Coach Michael Bastida and his assistants as Walnut calls a timeout to try and interrupt the Oak Hills momentum. In this sequence, Taylor Hill serves, the long volley ensues. 12 is Ellie Nifo, a senior, to Isabella Mota, who sets it up for Kiona Soaita. It comes back over to Ellie Nifo, who sends it to Taylor Hill. Kiona Soaita has reloaded and unloads an emphatic kill. The Lady Bulldogs season does not end with the Division VI championship. They are back in action next week in the state tournament. This narrative has tried to recognize, describe, and convey the outstanding play and accomplishments of this team. But I hope you have a chance to read the article by Daily Press sports editor Jose Quintero, whose post-game interviews with many of the Lady Bulldogs does greater justice to the historic occasion. Terry Kurtz from the News and Sports Desk. Now, Chuck Nash with the weather.